Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Hope you had an amazing weekend and an amazing week. I didn't because I had to work a lot this week. Basically, I'm continuing doing, but today I really need to, a little break of all this work. A few months ago, I received a package from the lovely people from Procreate. They kindly sent me one of their paint by numbers kit. So I think that today is the best day to do that. Guys, it's cloud outside, it's super cold. It's about to rain if it's not raining right now. I really need to break with all the work I have been doing, and I'm going to do that. This is the easel they sent me, amazingly huge, and you can see there are numbers on it. So basically I'm going to be following the numbers. I am super bad drawing, so probably this is going to be like a masterpiece in traditional art. In the kit you have everything, the paints, the brushes. So I'm going to prepare the space and I'm going to paint. So let's go guys, let's do that. So this is the canvas. It's so big, it has a lot of numbers, you have to paint all of them, and I know it sounds overwhelming because it is. Actually, when I look at that canvas the first time, it was like, oh my goodness, I have to paint all of these numbers. I don't know if I'm going to do it right. And the thing is that I didn't do it right. I just made, sometimes I follow with the numbers, sometimes I didn't, sometimes I changed colors because I'm a free spirit, and basically sometimes I do things that I shouldn't do, but it's okay. I mean, the final result is the same, it's fine, I really like it, and the best part of it is that I really had fun doing this. In the kit, it comes everything you need to start painting, like the paints, the brushes, also hanging things if you want to hang your final piece in the wall, and also some kind of varnish for when you paint, like 2 pots of varnish for, placing on the top of everything. And it's true that for the brushes, I just noticed that they were very difficult to control at some points. The more thinner ones, they were the more difficult to use. I don't know if it's because the type of brushes or what it is. Probably it's my fault because I don't know how to use paints and brushes. Acrylic paint is very consistent, so it's very difficult to work with it. So probably it's because of the paint, probably it's because of my inexperience with that. But if you want to use your own brushes, so you feel free to do that with your own brushes. But it's nice that they include like this small set with 4 brushes to start with. I'm very surprised of the paint because I have to admit, when I saw these tiny little pots with paint, I was sure that I wasn't able to finish the painting because I saw the canvas so big and this tiny small paint pot that I thought I was going to run out of paint. But I have to admit it, guys, I have a lot of paint right now, so I can do another painting like this and I can continue having paint. So this is nice because now I can use these acrylic paints for other kind of drawings. And now I have 24 colors that I really love because I really love the color matching of this drawing, by the way. So yeah, probably I'm going to use them in the future for more stuff. About the canvas, I have to say that it feels very nice and very soft, and it's a pleasure to work over it. Also, I really appreciate it comes frame because make me easy to work with it. Also, the box of Craft is made to use it as an easel, so it's very comfy to work with, with the box and the canvas that way. Otherwise, if I didn't have frame it, I couldn't put it on over the box, and it will be more uncomfortable to work. It's like working on paper on a table. So I really love all this conjunction of things. I decided to went to this drawing because it's one of my favorites from last year in October. Basically, what Craft Ease do is they turn your colors in 24, they simplify your coloring in 24 colors. And this makes more easy to draw. And I'm saying that, guys, because, I'm not very good at traditional art. And for me, it was super easy to paint. And the thing is that it's true, I just messed up a little bit. I did other stuff that I didn't have to do. But overall, I really appreciate to have a guide to paint over. I mean, it's true, I didn't follow it like all the colors because, at some points, there were a lot of them and it was super tiny and I couldn't see them very well. And also, I'm not very patient for these kind of things. So the system I decided to implement here, it was like using like the coloring numbers or the numbers in the big areas, the big chunky areas like the hat, the skin. Also, you see the legs. And for the smaller numbers or where the numbers were more concentrated, I just followed my gut and I painted there like what I really want to. I mean, I tried to stay attached to the image, but I didn't use the numbers itself. I didn't paint like this space with that number. But knowing that the numbers they're going to be, for example, if I'm going to draw some part that is going to be more darkened, so I will go for the color and just use that and paint, the shape I really want, not following exactly what I have there because sometimes it looks a little bit weird. But I don't think it's Craft Ease's fault. I think it's my fault because I remember this drawing was made with the wash brush. So the wash brush set that I made for Procreate, it's very textured. So that's why I get these edgy, edgy shapes. So I try to soften them in some ways and I try to sometimes avoid some of them because I don't think it was necessary to make that kind of gradients. And other times, like for example, this jumpsuit, it is like super, looks amazing. The shapes, they're looking super fine. And the final result, it really makes the effect. Like it's very simplified, but at the same time makes sense what it is and you understand what's happening. So part of my painting system consists in that. And also you see that I started painting like the very big mass of paint things, and then I started adding more details. I started painting like the smaller and thinnest part of the drawing. Now it's time to start painting this cat pumpkin, guys, and I really love this cat pumpkin because it's adorable and I love it, and it looked so good at the end. And guys, I'm very proud of this pumpkin if I have to say that. You see, I just started painting with the darkest tone or hue of the orange color I got. But I avoid like this part in the middle, like the gradient thing. Craft Ease provide me with another color to create this kind of gradient effect, but instead of using that color, I decided that I wanted to do it by myself, just using the two colors that they are going to be, like the lighter orange for the top and the darkest orange from the bottom. So that is what I mean that I simplified even more the coloring, because I didn't thought it makes sense to put this color on the middle and paint like this line. And I thought it was going to look weird. So basically, I just mixed everything, the both colors, the lighter orange, the darkest orange, and I think it works. It's true that in the end, I just used this color that is going to be in this line in the middle of between these two colors, and I add some reflections, but yeah. Other thing I realized is that I think I prefer to draw first like the line art of the drawing and then just paint over, because otherwise you get lost of the line, you know what I mean? Hopefully, Craft Ease provides you with a printed version of your canvas, so you can go there and see, if you miss any number. But I think also it looks fine when you make the line and then you paint more or less over and you start hiding the line. Guys, what I mean? I hope so. So you are somehow blending the color, the base color with the line art, and it's looking fine because of course, then you can go there again, and if you want it to be, or if you want it to have it more highlighted, you can go and paint over. So just do it if you like. If you don't like, don't do it that way. This is my system, the system I created and I implemented for these paint by number things, because guys, everything or everyone has a system to paint. So maybe you're wondering, what is this paint by numbers made for? Who can do it? Well, actually, I think everyone can do it, no matter if you don't know how to paint. I mean, you are not necessary to be an artist to do that, I guess. I think it's going to be easier for people that has no knowledge on art, because for me, sometimes it's more confusing to do that because I am used to a painting system, even it's in digital, but I already have my way to paint and the way of using brushes. Even again, it's digital, but I think the technique, it's more or less the same. So I wouldn't do like a code painting in different, shapes, or when I do this kind of shading, or when I do this kind of highlighting, or I just add lines. So I'm not doing it this way. I mean, it's more intuitive and not so specific like this. So I think for people that has no idea to draw, but actually they entertain and they want to get relaxed, because I have to admit it, it's super relaxing. I had to say that I was all the afternoon with that, just watching Gilmore Girls, just painting and not having to think about what I was doing. I mean, of course, I have to think about what I was doing, but I just was following numbers, and I think it's easier and it's more relaxing to do than just have to think, okay, I'm going to put here the highlights or not, and it's not working, and that's tough. I would recommend this for artists, for sure I will, because on their website, you can choose to paint a lot of other artists' great artwork. So if you really love and if you really want to support other artists, I think it's a super amazing way to do it. And also you're going to enjoy painting other people's art, and you're going to have a nice time just painting and following numbers, and guys, enjoy it. Again, if you think you're going to lack your creativity there, probably you didn't, because, we as an artist and creative people, we're going to put or sing there. Probably you're not going to follow all numbers, because at some areas you will think that doing it another way, it's going to be faster or it's going to look better. So you can do it, feel free, just paint, have a nice time, and enjoy, because in the end, what you are having is like a reference to paint over it, so you can follow it or not. So don't feel bad if you're not following all the numbers, or don't feel bad if you are going to change a few things. In my case, I completely redid all the air. I didn't follow any number there, and I add some shadows that they didn't exist in the original drawing. So basically, I painted the air the way I would paint it if I was in a blank, canvas, and I had my sketch there. So, well, basically it's my sketch because it's my drawing, but printed. But I just put the paint there the way I will do it, if I didn't have any number to follow. So I just, there was the moment where I was like, okay, I'm going to do that because I think it's faster. Again, the air had a lot of different numbers, and I thought it was more complicated to follow the numbers than actually paint all the air and then add the shadows and add the lines and stuff. People that it's not an artist, probably it's going to follow everything because they don't know how to solve this kind of problems. But in my case, I thought it was faster to do that, so I did it. And I have to admit it, I really love the combo of these two things, my way and the following by number stuff. So this is all for today's video, guys. Hope you had enjoyed the process. Hope you have enjoyed the result. And if you like to see more content like this, please like and subscribe. Guys, that I really appreciate you watching my videos, and also receive some feedback about if what I'm doing, it's something that you like to see or not. So say that, guys. Wish you a nice week and a nice weekend, and see us again on the next video and on the vlogs on Friday. Bye!